How David Beckham spends his millions. Welcome to today's video. Today we are going to talk about David Beckham, yes, another celebrity. As you know, David Beckham is a player who gained international fame for his on-field play as well as for his highly publicized personal life. At age 11, Beckham won a football contest, and as a teenager, he competed on Manchester United's youth squad, leading it to a national championship in 1992. In 1999, he led Manchester United to a Premier League title, the FA Cup Championship, and the Champions League title.
And hopefully try and get another one. But, the worst happened and we went 1-0 down, Thanks to a last-minute free kick against Greece in 2001, England qualified for the 2002 World Cup. That same year, Beckham signed a 3-year, $22 million contract to remain with Manchester United. America's fascination with Beckham and his decade of dominance culminated in 2007 when the soccer great moved across the Atlantic to sign a reported 5-year, $250 million deal with the LA Galaxy. The relocation was as much about giving Victoria Beckham's career a boost, she helped drive the decision to move to the States, as it was to give America's Major League Soccer a shot in the arm. Within 48 hours of the signing, the Galaxy sold more than 5,000 season tickets. On May 16, 2013, just days after winning a title with French club Paris Saint-Germain, the 38-year-old Beckham announced that he would be retiring at the end of 2013 season, ending his 21-year soccer career. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about David Beckham, how he spends his millions. Before we get started, we wanted to take a moment and ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon below. It will notify you the second we drop a new video. That way you can stop what you're doing and go to it. No, seriously, our videos are that awesome. Celebrities are usually one of two types. There are those who try their best to keep their personal lives as private as possible, and there are those who feel the need to keep the world up to date on anything and everything they're up to. David and Victoria Beckham may not be as hungry for publicity as the Kardashians are, but they don't mind letting us know what they do with their immense wealth. There's no question about how hugely wealthy this couple is, but there are so many questionable purchases they've made in the last few years that the average human being would consider ridiculous. The average human being, in this case, is anyone who has power to earn but does not have the money to be a billionaire. Here is what the most expensive things David Beckham has spent on their millions on. David has spent over £60,000 on his tattoos.
You've travelled a lot, obviously. Are they from different parts of the world? Or
majority of my tattoos have been done in London.
Beckham will never really need anyone's approval concerning his image. He has well over 40 tattoos on his body, some of which include his wife's name and roses commemorating their 10 years of marriage. The reason his tattoos make it on this list is that they've cost him over £60,000 or $84,000. £31.5 million, $44 million on a London mansion. David Beckham and Victoria went in search of the home that they would meet their needs, and they bought a mansion in London, which can be referred to as the Buckingham Palace. Everything about this house is outstanding. The house cost them a whopping £31.5 million or $44 million. Some of the amazing things you'll find in their home include a beautiful modern kitchen, several his and hers bathrooms, beautiful cream couches, monochrome striped rug, very expensive art, and a host of other amenities. This home is one of the most expensive items this powerful couple has bought so far. £24 million, $33.5 million, LA mansion. David Beckham may have retired a few years back, but there's no denying that he's one of the best soccer players England has ever had, not to mention all the clubs he has played for. Although he played for 6 different teams throughout his senior career, he found most of his success with Manchester United and was portrayed as a soccer superstar when he was preparing to play for LA Galaxy. As soon as he moved to the United States, he and his wife bought a house for £14.2 million, $18.2 million in Beverly Hills. The couple stayed in Los Angeles for many years with their children. At one point, back in 2016, they were looking for a buyer for their home. They wanted to sell it because they thought that the luxury 13,000 square foot home with a swimming pool and amazing views was too small because there was no space to play football there. His car collection worth slightly more than £3.7 million, $5.2 million. One of the reasons we all look at soccer players and want to live their lives is because of the fleet of cars successful players own. It's like a rite of passage, such that when a player starts making crazy money from his club, he has to buy a few cars, most of them being the latest and most expensive luxury cars in the market. It's worth pointing out how such spending is dangerous and should be highly discouraged, although these players know enough stories about their former teammates who went broke after a few years in retirement. David Beckham is one of the former players who know how to make money even after he stopped playing, therefore we can all agree that he deserves his fleet of luxury cars. Some of the cars you'll find in his garage include a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Bentley Continental Supersport, a Bentley Musulmane, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, an Audi R8, a Range Rover Evoque, and Hummer H2, and many others. His cars are worth more than $5.2 million. David's $250,000 watch. With all the gadgets available for telling time, you'd be tempted to think that he'd never spend much money to purchase watches. However, people like David Beckham are special, since their spending is not as predictable as the rest of us. Beckham loves expensive designer watches and has been collecting them for years, but one watch that attracted everyone's attention was a Patek Philippe Celestial with a case made of platinum and a magnificent display. This watch, depending on the retailer, costs anywhere around $250,000, a price so steep you'd imagine it has the power to manipulate time.
This was actually the first Tudor watch that I ever owned, that I actually ever put on my wrist.
Producing this watch takes months, making it one of the rarest and most expensive watches ever produced. Beckham's £30 million, $43.4 million modern art collection. Many wealthy people have a deep appreciation for art, and since David Beckham is wealthy, and they obviously have a passion for style and design, it's no surprise they're into art collection. Over the years, David has been collecting art, which is now worth more than £30 million, $43.4 million. David Beckham can be correctly identified as movers and shakers in London's art world because he is a huge supporter of proactive British art. Over the years, he has bought art from very famous names in art as well as relative newcomers and therefore have a collection many would term priceless. Their art is largely love-themed, and many pieces are those that those two, David and Victoria, have bought for each other for a decade or so. Some of the names in their collection include Damien Hirst, Sam Taylor Wood, Banksy, Dinos Chapman, and Tracy Emin. Most of the art in the collection was bought from the White Cube Gallery in London. His luxury homes in Dubai. Dubai is without a doubt the city of impossibilities because of the amazing structures found in this city. One way Dubai has become so great is how attractive it is to tourists and foreign investors. David is the kind of people Dubai loves to attract because he has the power to buy anything he wants there. Back in 2009, he bought a luxury apartment in the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, for $7 million. This apartment has 7 bedrooms, 2 large bathrooms, a magnificent kitchen, and has access to the gym and the viewing deck. He also owns a luxury villa on the tree-shaped Palm Jumeirah Island, a man-made island off Dubai's coast, which they bought at $1.6 million. David Beckham might seem like more normal celebs, but he likes to splurge a lot more than people even realize. Let us know down in the comments below what were your thoughts about this amazing video, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with all your friends who think would enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.